Oh man, just you can, and his delivery, you can feel it because he was the common man. Everyone could relate to him.
This is Real Wrestling Podcast. I'm Lucky, joined by MVP. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. We got all sorts of content we drop every week. So make sure you subscribe and hit that button for us. And hopefully you like what you see. Today, we're doing top 5 promos ever. Just our personal list. Drop in the comments below what yours are, and let's see if you like any that we bring up. So, MVP, why don't you go ahead and run it off right away?
All right, I'm coming in hot.
Coming in.
CM Punk's pipe bomb. I mean, do I need to say more? John
No.
Cena, I don't. So John Cena, he just went through a table in a match against R-Truth, so he's kind of still groggy. CM Punk, he's wearing a Stone Cold Steve Austin shirt. He was the one that distracted Cena to for R-Truth to put him through that table. After the match, CM Punk grabs a microphone and just walks all the way to the top of the ramp, sits down Indian style, and just goes off on anything and all grievances he's had his whole time there. And you have Cena in the ring. He's like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, he's just laying there like, okay, if I just lay here, maybe it'll go away.
Yeah. And he's like, while you lay there, I'm going to get everything off my chest.
Which he did till they turned his mic off.
Yeah.
You want to know something about Vince McMahon? Here's a story about Vince McMahon. That's it.
And then he's about to walk to the back. He's like, nah, and then he goes off to the side.
Yeah. No, that's a great one. That's one of the most classic promos, at least in my career of watching wrestling.
Oh, no. It's going to go down.
Yeah.
It's one of totally.
So that one was a very aggressive one that was very, like, he had a lot of stuff to say. I'm going to switch gears to one that made me laugh harder than anything I've ever heard from The Rock. The Rock, and when he talked about Billy Gunn winning King of the Ring.
Yes.
When he says, Billy, I know you just won King of the Ring, and you went home and you prayed, oh, dear God, my name's Billy, and I just won King of the Ring. But there's just one problem. Everyone still thinks I absolutely suck. And then the clouds parted, and God spoke, Bob, my name's Billy. It doesn't matter what your name is. And then what did he say? He said, you must find the one that is electrifying. You must find The Rock. Anybody but The Rock, know your role and shut your mouth.
Isn't there something with like piss running down his leg?
Yeah. So the thing about that is, like, Billy Gunn had just won King of the Ring. He was going to go on a singles push, and The Rock just shut that down. It's like, man. No, that one promo.
Yeah. That ended it.
Yeah, I'm going Rock and Billy Gunn.
All right. My number 2. We'll take it back to serious for a minute, Landstorm. I have Dusty Rhodes' Hard Times.
That's Hard Times, Daddy.
Oh, man.
That's a good promo.
Very, very emotional. Talks about, you worked 30 years for a company and I got replaced by a robot and they just give me a watch.
Yeah. That's Hard Times.
That's Hard Times. And then he goes off on, eating pork and beans in the alley. Oh man, just you can, and his delivery, you can feel it because he was the common man. Everyone could relate to him. That's why he was so captivating.
Yeah.
And just the emotion that he exuded from this program, it stood the test of time because people now still like Maria Menounos. She can do this promo word for word.
Yeah. Yeah, when he said, got no gas for work, and they call you out of work, that's Hard Times. And then what he said at the end, he goes, I'm not the regular man. My belly's just a little too big, and my hiney's just a little too big, but I'm bad.
Yeah, and, through this promo, we're now experiencing his son's hard times.
Yeah,
You,
which
you don't get that without this promo, buddy.
yeah, which is it's good. That's a good long term storytelling in a way. But
Yes.
um, I guess I got to go back to kind of funny because my number two is when Macho Man said he's the cream of the
Oh,
crop. Yeah.
oh
He's-
man.
he said he just had these creamers like the coffee creamer. He's like the cream always rises to the top. Yeah. And he like flicks it and then like he pulls another one out of his hand. He puts it in Mean Gene's pocket, and then he's like, it's the President Jack Tunney's fault that I lost my championship to Ricky Steamboat, and then he's like, everything he said tied back to the cream, and the cream rising to the top, and he's like, I'm gonna get the IC title back, and that goes for Hogan too, in the world title. I'm better than everyone because the cream, and then he pulls another cream,
Yeah.
cream up. That is like Macho Man is on a different level with
Oh
promos.
man.
But
Yeah, he is. He totally is. I mean,
yeah, that's my number two.
he's got that bass in his voice, but he delivers it so masterfully, and just the props. Oh,
Oh
my
yeah,
god.
yeah,
My number three. Well, I guess we can bring it back serious.
Landstorm.
Rick Landstorm. Ric Flair's Royal Rumble speech. So, all right, I don't know about you, but when I think of Ric Flair's WWE WWF relationship, um, it's not as good as like the way it ended. Like
Yeah,
throughout the '90s, I feel like uh, Vince never got behind him, so he would always leave, go back to WCW, and be the man and stuff.
yeah,
This is one of the times where they actually got behind him, and he won the Royal Rumble. The difference for this Royal Rumble is the he actually won the title at this Royal Rumble.
yeah. It was for the
So
title. Yeah,
yeah, so and I think they've only done that one other time. I think that was what, Triple H.
yep,
Yeah. So he has an interview in the back, and he's just he has this Royal Rumble speech where he's just proud to be champion, and everyone knows this with a tear in my eye. And
this is the greatest moment of my
yeah,
life.
this is the greatest moment of my life, and you feel like he really felt it because he hasn't had much WWE title runs. Um, so yeah, you really felt it, and he did. You really did have a tear in his eye. I mean, it's Ric Flair.
Yeah,
It's a big crybaby. So
and then Bobby Heenan and Mr. Perfect behind him.
yep, yep,
We don't want to say we told you so, but we told you so. But
yep. That's my number three.
my number three, we're gonna go to WCW for a
Okay.
second. Hulk Hogan's NWO heel turn at Bash at the Beach.
Oh
When he
yes.
comes out and drops the leg drop on Macho Man, we've all seen it. But Mean Gene says this is despicable, and what are you doing? And for the first time ever, you hear Hogan say something mean, where he's like, "If
Yeah.
you want to hear what I gotta say, you need to tell these people to shut the heck up. If you want to hear what I gotta say," and it's like, ooh, and then like the way Mean Gene played with him, he's like, "This trash in here
Yes.
represents these two individuals," and then Hogan
Yep.
says, "As far as I'm concerned, this trash in the ring represents each and every one of these fans, brother." And then says, "You can call this the new world order of wrestling."
Yeah.
And
Yep.
the rest is history. Like the way and then he grabs Mean Gene at the end. "What you gonna do, Mean Gene?" And he says,
And then
don't touch me. I have a sea of lawyers."
and then what? Do you think he drops a couple more legs after that?
Yeah, yeah,
I don't know. The funny thing with this match, I generally do think I do think Bobby Heenan spoiled it
oh
by
yeah,
saying, "But is he the third man?"
yeah. But you kind of couldn't tell because he just hated Hogan so much that he's like, "No, he see. This is why he's the third man. He's coming
Yeah.
out." Like,
No, but
yeah,
I just feel like he just planted that seed in everyone's head. I don't
Yeah,
know, man.
that's true. But yeah, that was my number three.
All right, my number four. I'm coming uh, back to 2015. It was Roman Reigns and John Cena. Now Roman Reigns, he's about to be pushed as the man, but he's got to get through Cena to get over that hump. And this in-ring exchange promo was just promo 101 with John Cena schooling Roman Reigns. This is far removed from suffering succotash son, but this is Roman Reigns just freezing in the ring. I don't. He doesn't know what to say. He doesn't know what to say. He lost his line, and John Cena just goes, "It's called a promo.
Yeah. Go ahead, find
If
it.
you
I'll
if
wait.
you want to be the big dog, you have to learn how to do it." And
Yeah, that
Roman
was.
Reigns is just like, "Shut your mouth, John," and
Mhm.
he can't do nothing but smile. And then he finally finds it, and he's like, "All right, that's halfway decent, but I'm gonna cut you down to size." And I'm still here because you can't do your job.
That is a crazy line.
Oh my goodness.
And then he said, "And I could do this part time
Yeah,
better than you
better.
could ever do a
Oh
full
my
time."
good. Oh my goodness. Like I I showed this to my girlfriend and she's like, "What's going on?" I'm like, this is masterclass 101 right here.
And then like later on, like Roman actually
Oh,
finds his way, and then they have
he
that great promo. But
yes, he's on a different level now, but you don't get there without this happening.
oh, for sure. So that's a good number four. My number four, Ric Flair, 1985, when he first drops the famous, "I'm the limousine riding, jet flying, kiss
Yep.
stealing, wheeling dealing, son of a gun, and I'm having a hard time holding these alligators down." Woo!
Woo!
Yeah, that forever cemented his legacy.
Oh yeah, for
And then the
sure.
promos that came after that, like, "I've spent more money on spilt liquor than you've made in a whole year, pal." Like, he's just too good.
After that promo, when they said Nature Boy, you no longer thought Buddy Rogers. You thought Ric Flair.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, so that's my number four.
All right, my number five. Finally getting to some funny here. I don't know if you watch NWA Power.
Into the
Uh,
fire. That entrance
so
is awesome.
we so I have the superstar. He's currently near the top of WWE right now, but back then he was known as Eli Drake.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this was around New Year's, and the whole segment he has a bottle of wine on him, and he's just going through his goals for the new year and saying how he wants to win some championships, and then he goes off saying, "You see my shoes? These are the shoes of a champion." His infamous "shoes of a champion" promo. Then he goes, "See this jacket here? Shoes of a champion." And then he stops for a sec. He's like, "Wait, what did I say? Did I just say shoes of a champion?" He's like, "Yeah."
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh
that's a
my
good one.
goodness.
He's always
Oh
been dynamite on the mic. NWA Power is
yeah,
good because it reminds me of like the old wrestling, like the territory days, kind of.
yeah. Oh
That's
yeah.
why I
Where
like
where
that.
where where the interviews are right there. They're
Yep.
done with their interview. You just go right to the ring.
Yep. Yeah, I'm digging that. But my number five, I'm gonna go serious.
Okay,
If I could be serious for a minute,
that's our.
Lancer. Um, Miz talking smack on Daniel Bryan on the
Oh
Talking Smack
man,
when
man.
Daniel Bryan said, "In my opinion, you wrestle like a coward. You wrestle like someone that
Yes.
doesn't want to get hurt." And Miz, when he's in this mode,
Mhm.
no one can touch him.
No,
He's
no.
like, I wrestle the way I do so I could be here every night for the fans. I love the fans. I love everyone and everything. You don't. And this goes, and then Renee is trying to calm him down, and Daniel Bryan tries to walk away. He's like, "Walk away, Daniel. You're a
Yeah,
coward. If
yeah.
you loved this, you'd do it in the ring." And Daniel's like, "Well, if they'd clear me, I would. He is no. I don't want to hear
Yeah.
that. Like,
No, he's like, if you really love this, you'd quit.
yeah,
You'd go to TNA.
yep, yeah. So that was
Oh man.
just the fire that Miz shows.
Oh
Like when he's in
yes.
that mode,
Oh my goodness.
that's one of the best promos I've seen. Second to the CM Punk pipe bomb in the last like 15 years.
For sure. And it's just a shame that it didn't happen on live TV. It happened on what, the WWE network?
Yeah. So
Uh,
that's my 5.
all
You have any
right.
honorable mentions?
Absolutely. Um, just for variety, and maybe I thought you would have this on your top 5. I have Austin 316. That King of the Ring promo.
Yep.
Just put him on the map after he won King of the Ring.
Get that piece of trash out of my ring.
Yes. I have AJ Lee's pipe bombshell, where she runs through the divas at the top of the ramp, a la her husband CM Punk. It was awesome until the Bellas ruined it by not shutting their mouths. I'm just
Yep.
gonna end it there. um, I did have Hogan's Bash at the Beach promo there. You got it in your top 5. And I have Cody Rhodes' exit interview from AEW, where he talks about the Forbidden Door and how he created it, how he talks about all these endeavors that CM Punk teased about doing and him actually doing it, and just going off before he has to leave AEW.
Yeah, no, that was a good one.
He showed every bit of promo that his dad did.
My honorable mentions. So Ric Flair 1992 Royal Rumble was in my top 5, but you took it, so that's an honorable mention. CM Punk's pipe bomb, Dusty Rhodes Hard Times. The other one I had was Chris Jericho's debut on Raw when he showed up and he had to go toe to toe with The Rock. Like you come in and you go toe to toe with the best promo in WWF at the time, then that's going to solidify whether you can hang.
And you float.
Oh yeah.
He kept up.
What's your name? Chris Jericho. It doesn't matter what your name is.
Rocket does matter.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
That was one of the best debuts I think ever, in my opinion.
That was
because that time clock that went on, and it ends right during The Rock's promo, and he just looks at the stage like, "What is this?"
That happened here too, man.
Yeah, and then my other honorable mention is Chris Jericho again, the 1004 holds,
armbar,
Russian leg sweep,
the Spanish three-handled family credenzel. Armbar, left hand punch, right hand punch.
Yeah, that's just one of those creative things. You know, I actually thought about putting his promos when he had the list on here.
But dude,
didn't think about doing it.
We'd be on an hour long right now.
Oh yeah. What the heck is that? That's what was his name? The little guy with the no chin. What's his name again?
James Ellsworth.
Yeah, James Ellsworth. Could someone please come to the ring? And there's a lost child at ringside. Could his parents please come get him?
You're a weird looking guy. You know what we do with weird looking guys?
On Raw. Weird looking guy. You just made the list.
You know what? You know what we do, Chince McMahon?
Yeah. So yeah, that's our top 5 promo. Some honorable mentions. Hopefully you went down a little memory lane there, and drop in the comments what yours were. I'm sure that we'd love to hear some that we missed maybe, and we look forward to seeing that. So make sure you subscribe. We got all the new content every week. Next week we're doing the top 5 wrestlers that should have won a title but never did. So we're excited for that, and we will see you in the next one.